So today I thought I was going to do a roll call, and here we go. Starting with the fact that there is Floyd, that is, I just typed Floyd. North Carolina will be Recom. My friend Recom is North Carolina, if you're wondering. And North Carolina does not like Floyd. It's just logic. So yeah, I'm just gonna make him dance with Floyd for a little bit as I get the next few up. Do note this will be a longer video split into 2 or 3 parts, so we'll see. Next roll call is New York or New York City. Also Recom. And New York hits both Sandy. Well, not really Irene, but kinda. Irene just doesn't like Sandy. Next is Florida. And you can kinda already tell where this is going. Doesn't like Andrew. Recom is, again, Florida. Now it's Texas. Texas does not like Harvey. Texas is also Recom. Although if you do see Roblox Boy, he will be both Texas and Florida. And North Carolina at times. Next is Louisiana, sometimes identified as New Orleans. And they hate Katrina. Next is Alabama. Ree and occasionally Boy are going to be in Louisiana. And Alabama, it looks the same as Louisiana, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Does not like Ivan. Next is the Bahamas. Ree is Alabama. And the Bahamas is Ree or Boy, or Roblox Boy underscore Boy 2008. And Bahamas hates Dorian. Different Bacon Man. The first Bacon Man, I believe, was New York. This is Puerto Rico. Identified the underscore as a space. And Puerto Rico does not like Maria because of Despacito. Puerto Rico will be Recom. Next is Kentucky and Recom. Well, my friend, well, not my friend, but me. I will be using the term me. I will show you. That term, right there. I'm going to go back to default. Hide the GUI. That term will be used whenever it's me speaking. Just so you know. I am Kentucky. The first one that I am. Also, fuzzy phone. Stupid phone. Okay, focus. But yeah. I seem to always have to beat up Kentucky in seasons, apparently. Mentally. Next is Recom and Georgia. He will also be using the term me, but whenever he uses it, it's usually implying that he's the one doing the action. He is Georgia. He actually lives in Georgia. I live in Kentucky. Makes sense for us to have our states we live in. I don't know why, but he never beats up Georgia, so we're gonna leave it at that. They're just gonna dance. Kentucky and Ohio. Kentucky is a custom nation made by me that is from an alternate universe where there are multiple planets with life. One of these planets has 3 main continents, and Kentucky is on one of those 3 continents and is actually staying now. I am both Ohio, this one right here, and Kentucky, this one right here. Sorry if they look similar to any of the other ones, just read over here, okay? Next, the Bacon Man right here is Pennsylvania, and then this one right here is Iowa. I am both of those. Iowa is the one that has the ace counter, or accumulated cyclone energy, for my seasons. He's the one that... Iowa's the one that always is on the forefront of the ace counter and multiple technologies. Pennsylvania is just Pennsylvania. They're good at being Pennsylvania, I guess. I am both, by the way. Next is two island nations. Well, one of them is a region, the other is a nation. Malta and the Azores. I am both of them, by the way. The Azores is really an area owned by Portugal in real life, but I'm including them because I actually spoke as them first. And Malta is there probably because it's one of the more secluded nations. I don't even think Ree even knew about Malta, so I decided to be Malta. So, yeah. Anyways, focus phone. There we go. Say I'm both. Next are Greece and Bulgaria. I am Greece. Keep in mind this is a greater Greece, not the current Greece we got in the world. This Greece owns every single Greek land there is in the world right now. Northern Cyprus, Macedonia, Thrace, Constantinople, or well, Istanbul today. They own Constantinople due to a treaty. Cyprus. Turkey still exists, by the way. Yeah, Turkey does still exist. But Greece is a greater Greece and it tends to be on the forefront of being flooded a lot. Albania still exists, don't worry. Forgot to mention that Ree is Bulgaria. These two look identical, but Ree plays both of them. They are Serbia and Albania. They look identical in this game. In real life, they hate each other. They absolutely want to beat each other up. Heck, recently in Talking Storms, behind the scenes, I was doing a test season with the list. I have to test every name. And I was stuck on Henley before I could go any further. I couldn't use Henley at the net. So the last name I used was Giovanna. The strongest storm I had that time around was Marge. And yeah. And I believe, yes, Albania rebelled from Serbia to try to free its other nation, which I will go ahead and write down here. Known as Kosovo. And Kosovo is also Ree, I believe. I don't know if they're open for grabs, though. Next is the Kalmar Union, which is effectively every single Nordic country there is. Iceland has high autonomy. Greenland has high autonomy. Norway, Sweden, Finland, Karelia, Murmansk. Technically, Murmansk is a part of the whole greater Sami region, and Denmark. I think they also own Estonia as well. And the Faroe Islands. Never forget them. Both Latvia and the Kalmar Union. Latvia, potato. Latvia always seems to be the lucky one. Just saying. Belarus and Russia, or rather New Russia, or Federal Russia, whatever. There's multiple Russias in Talking Storms. Ree is Russia. I am Belarus. Belarus seems to be more serious today in Talking Storms than it is in real life. Maybe. Although Belarus is trying to really they got a border problem with the EU. And in Talking Storms roleplay, they don't. Because EU doesn't exist. Beyond that, Belarus still landlocked. And apparently Russia lost land in Talking Storms, just saying. Of course, we'd see an Xbox avatar here, but we have South Korea and North Korea. Ree is both of them. In real life, they hate each other. And North Korea likes to launch nukes. And Talking Storms roleplay, they aren't fighting as much. Plus, you may be surprised at the next two. Manchuria and Jeju. Jeju is the tiny island that South Korea owns today. They actually declared independence after a massive season. When North and South Korea got stuck, Jeju just decided to break out free of South Korea. Manchuria broke away from China after a war. Well, actually, not broke away. They were forced to be independent. Now they're a powerhouse of Asia. The two of them are allied in a economic alliance, and Manchuria just wants to avoid wars. Ri is Japan and Taiwan. I forgot I meant to mention that I am Jeju and Manchuria, and that he is North and South Korea. If I've already said that, sorry. But Japan and Taiwan are next. Ri is both of them. Japan and Taiwan get along together. Taiwan still randomly exists, surprisingly. But yeah, the two of them exist, at least in harmony. And it turns out that in the seasons, if you decide to get into the West Pacific without a ticket, I'll do that, then Hawaii explodes you. Or Kiribati, or Indonesia. Simple. Next are Hawaii and Kiribati. I am Kiribati, Ri is Hawaii. Kiribati and Hawaii are two of the guardians of the West Pacific. You get a ticket from either of them and you're allowed to go into the West Pacific. Without being exploded. You need a ticket, however. Oh, and fake tickets don't really work unless unless one of them gets exploded. Hawaii gets exploded more often than Kiribati. That's the thing. So, yeah. Moving on. Guam and Palau. Guam seems to be the one that tends to take over in wars at times. Palau just wants to avoid them. If you can remember correctly, Palau kind of got exploded by a Haiyan in 2013. Exploded as in terms of oofed, or well, hit by Haiyan. Or well, Haiyan. It's I'll type it out. Stupid thing. It just wants to go like that. I see the Waluigi. That's how you do it. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. Hainan and Vietnam are next. Vietnam is Recom, but Hainan is not me or Recom. Hainan is Tower of Taco Bell, or SCL, or, well, as I call him, Tower. And when Hainan recently became a part of Taiwan in Talking Storms. China's gonna hate that in real life. Might block the video, but it's Talking Storms. Come on. But yeah. Vietnam is bordered by an empire and a random other country. Laos. I don't think anyone has Laos. And Cambodia is actually called Khmer now. Next, perhaps the most one thing, India, Pakistan. I'm Pakistan and Ri is India. In real life, the two of them hate each other. I mean it. Like, Indo-Pakistani ties are small. And it's because of one region, which you will see next. Jammu Kashmir is the whole reason why India and Pakistan hate each other in real life. Jammu Kashmir and Talking Storms is, well, Tower, once again. And then Khmer is me. Essentially, it's just a greater Cambodia. Enough said. Just for fun. Alright. Sorry about that. My legs are getting tired of holding my phone. Sorry about the Soviet Union symbol because it's just there. Next are Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan. I'm Turkmenistan and Ri is Uzbekistan. Very simple. Afghanistan, I don't know if they're open. So yeah, moving on. Okay, what is this? Next are Azerbaijan and Iran. And Iran's a girl, apparently. Azerbaijan hates Iran sometimes. Although, more recently, Azerbaijan did get, in Talking Storms, they did get, what was it? South Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, sorry. But yeah. Generally, I think Iran just wants to do this and get its land back. But yeah. Moving on. Next is Georgia, but it's the actual, like, real world country, Georgia. You know, the one that's in the Caucasus Mountains and Castile. Funny thing is, there was a recent event in Talking Storms where, where there was, like, a bunch of rebellions that just popped out of nowhere in Europe. Castile was one of them. And one of my best customizations I've made, which I actually do roleplay as on YouTube for real. But I don't use this channel. But they moved Castile over to the Caucasus Mountains. Spain's still alive, but Castile exists still. Okay, just don't judge. Next. As with Castile, Leon did the same thing, although they got the Carpakistan territory. Carpakistan, they're kind of people that's in Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, I think. And then, of course, Ukraine. Well, Jerusalem attempted to rebel from Belarus, but Belarus granted them independence, and, you know, they had a treaty where the two of them are not going to attack each other, and the two of them are going to help rebuild after a random war. That an evil Ukraine caused, essentially. Moving on, we'll see 4 more entries, and then the video will end. And then part 2 will come out soon. As with Leon and Castile, we have Brittany and Normandy. I forgot who I gave Brittany to, but I think I'm Normandy. They're both in South Africa now. They're part of France, rebelled. Same country that moved Castile and Leon to their respective places, moved them. Long story short, Normandy formed the United Kingdom in the real world, essentially. So yeah. Next, 3 more entries. The Bacon Man is South Africa, and then there's Mozambique. Rhea is South Africa. I'm Mozambique. Mozambique mainly stays quiet, as does South Africa. As an FYI, if you see like off-screen, if you see me doing like off-screen swims like stuff in the South Atlantic or something, that's because they went off-screen, or that's because it's a random event that I just decided to do. 2 more entries remain. Next. Ghana and Ivory Coast are next. I'm Ghana, Rhea's Ivory Coast, if you're wondering. Ghana is the one that's been naming all the South Atlantic cyclones. The first one they ever named was named Alana. Let me type it out here. Like that. So yeah, I don't know if they ate each other. Just wanted to make Ivory Coast pan Ghana for no reason. We have 1 more entry remaining, and this next entry will be featuring 2 more countries. I think. Yeah, 2 more countries. Next. A more recent obtainment for Marie is Angola, and then there's of course me with Liberia. Liberia has had its fair share of cyclones in Talking Storms history before I decided to bring out the series. But yeah. Anyways, we do still have many nations to go, but this is the end of the video. Part 2 is coming out soon. I did 3 videos yesterday, believe it or not, and there'll be more today. Also, you can see a fan, like, reflected in the background, like, right around here, or Well, it's over here on this screen, on the phone screen. But for me, it's actually like behind me. Also, yes, you can see my head. Don't judge. My light is legit like in the middle of the room. Anyways, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.